welcome to the Drew Coaching Podcast, Season 1, Episode 7. This week, we're growing together by bringing something new to life. Drew Coaching is a community of leaders and creatives who are shaping the future. My name is Eric Drew, and here on the podcast, we have a new focus for growth each week. My commitment to you is a weekly 5-minute boost for your leadership, creativity, and impact. Now, we go deeper with a free one-page coaching focus of the week that you can download from drewcoaching.online. That's a guide with thoughts and questions to take with you or share with others each week. I hope you'll also follow along on social media. We're on Instagram and TikTok with encouragement, community, additional questions, and practicing in this focus together. If you find something valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you could like or share the podcast or some of the social media. It helps us expand our community and reach new people and think and grow with new people. So our coaching focus for this week is bring something new to life. Our skill last week was making time for creativity. And I hope you're starting to introduce enough margin to think creatively. But here's the deal. Ideas and thinking doesn't shape the future. You have to bring your ideas to life. Now, I tend to be a thinker, and I can get stuck a little bit in my own head. Now, if I say so myself, I have some good thoughts and strong opinions and helpful critiques. But visions, dreams, and ideas only shape the world if they're put into action. So this week, we practice bringing new things to life. As we move from thinking into creating this week, I want you to focus on 3 key thoughts and actions. First thing, just do it. I really wish this had been an original idea because Nike got it right. A college professor of mine still has a huge Nike banner in their office. It's a mantra that returns to me often. Just do it. While we tend to make time to think and we need to have new ideas and do good planning, my tendency is to be paralyzed in thought. It's really easy to get stuck thinking about something and not move into action or creation. After you've made your time to think creatively, steal this idea from Nike. Just do it. It's time to act. Time to sit down or stand up or get moving or whatever you need to do to start bringing something new to life. It is the act of creation that is generative and shapes the future. Second, I want you to take one step at a time. There's this saying that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Whatever change you have on your heart or mind, it doesn't have to be perfect or done yet. One of the biggest stumbling blocks to putting creativity into action is not knowing how it's going to end up. But that's okay. You can make some of it up as you go. Now, depending on the scale of your work and the size or the cost or the impact of your new idea, there may be some strategic planning and preparation necessary. But the key here is not just letting your idea sit. Maybe you need to chart out the next steps. Maybe you need to put together a budget spreadsheet. Maybe you just need to get painting or writing or practicing or whatever it is. Don't be stuck because your idea isn't perfect or done or you don't know exactly how it'll end up. Start with the first steps and let things develop as you go. Finally, don't criticize. See possibility. It's Ben Zander's book, The Art of Possibility, that describes this scene where he's listening to a mistake. He's working with a student. He sees the student make a mistake, and the student is kind of disappointed. But Ben says, well, instead of criticizing, what you should do is throw your hands up and say, "How fascinating!" Judging while you're creating or doing something new is detrimental to the creative process. Every once in a while, step back, notice what you have so far, and when you see something you don't like yet, let it be a door into the next steps and possibilities of creation. But don't criticize while you're creating. Just see possibilities of what might be next. So This week, we are moving from thinking into planning into finally creating. I want you to actually start creating the new thing or change that you've been dreaming about. Whether it's a piece of art or a new business, maybe it's a work project, maybe it's a home improvement project. Get going. Just do it. Take the first steps first, and don't be critical while you're creating. Be curious about what's next. While you're doing that and while you're practicing, here are some application questions and actions for bringing new things to life. First, what is one idea that you've been thinking a lot about? What are the first, easiest steps to get started? Finally, I want you to stop judging what you have so far. Step back and say, fascinating, what's next? Hey, I believe in you. You've got this. The world needs your voice. So start work on something new. While you're doing it, don't forget to raise others up, to bring hope to life, because we're in this together.